time to meet the men from the Ministry. Let's take another canter down the corridors of power with Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, John Graham, and the men from the Ministry, Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Life in Whitehall is exemplified by the Ministry's ancient crest, crossed memos on a field of clover. But in the General Assistance Department, Lennox, Brown and Lamb cope with a wide range of tasks.
Something attempted, something done has earned a night's repose.
You've finished the job.
Both jobs. I've trimmed my moustache and polished my shoes.
Oh, good. And I've trimmed the grass in our window box and polished the teapots.
Ah, splendid. I think we can relax for the rest of the day.
Why not?
Yes.
I finished typing that report, Mr. Lennox Brown.
Oh, thank you, Mildred. We've been waiting for it. Which report was that?
The very urgent one you gave me 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I remember. That report on permissiveness in Arts Council projects.
I'm sorry it took so long, but I had to type almost 3 pages.
Look at this. There's an error on page 1. The festival was attended by the Minister for the Arts and other very impotent people.
Is that wrong, sir?
No, but it's not what I dictated, is it?
And you copied this address wrong, Mildred. WI means West 1. You've put the display of erotic art was held in Mayfair Women's Institute.
Well, you can't win them all.
No, but it'd been nice if we managed the occasional draw.
Look, just redo that page, Mildred, will you? The Home Office is waiting for this report, and the Permanent Under-Secretary wants his copy today.
Sir Gregory?
Yes.
Oh, he should know about permissiveness with all his carryings on. He's not just flirting with Miss Bentwater from the typing pool. He started chasing Joanna Rounce.
Miss Rounce from accounts?
Yeah.
Well, Sir Gregory's trouble is he thinks he's a thing of beauty and a boy forever. Oh, I didn't say anything, Sir Gregory. I was...
Oh, no, it's not Sir Gregory. It's Mr. Wilkins from the office next door.
Come in, Mr. Wilkins.
Yes, it's only me. I thought I'd just pop my head round the door to
Give us a fright?
Yes. To see what you're up to. Still growing watercress in your out tray, Mr. Lamb, or is it confidential?
No, it's definitely watercress.
We've been very busy, Mr. Wilkins. Oh, my word, yes. We've just completed a report on projects sponsored by the Arts Council.
Yes, there are lots of obscene plays being done, and the Home Secretary intends to act.
Really? Oh, my word.
We've been checking all theatres backed by the Arts Council. One show had a girl wearing nothing but a fig leaf.
Oh, disgraceful.
We said it should come off immediately. And another theatre had a naked man with a whip.
You should have complained to the manager.
Turned out he was the manager.
Well, I'm against all this permissiveness. I've curbed the fierce appetites of my own young body. Why can't others do the same?
You've sublimated your instincts, Mr. Wilkins.
Oh, I certainly have. That's why I'm so dynamic. I keep me energies for my work. That's what keeps me,
Going?
Yes, I think I'd better be.
Yes, can I leave early today, sir? My boyfriend Bernard's taken me to an encounter group.
An encounter group? Well, what on earth's that?
Well, I got the leaflet here, sir. It says, with an encounter group, you explore your potential and liberate your inner self by finding new uncharted routes through your subconscious every Tuesday and Wednesday at 9. A new world beckons, full of transcendental joy and intellectual stimulus.
So it doesn't start till 9?
Oh, yeah, but I've got to go home first, haven't I? I don't want to miss Crossroads.
Very well, Mildred, you can go early, but get that retyped first.
Righty-ho, sir.
That reminds me, I have to leave early too.
Well, you're not going to an encounter group, are you?
No, it's my landlady's birthday tomorrow, and I thought I'd buy her a box of chocolates on the way home.
Oh, chocolates, eh? Yes. Yes, that'll be a surprise for her.
Yes, it will. She's expecting gloves. Morning, Mum.
Morning, too. Did you get your landlady's chocolates yesterday?
Well, no, I had a change of plan. They were all so expensive. But I saw the ideal gift on the way in this morning.
Oh, yes. Handkerchiefs. A single rose.
Oh, no, much more exciting. A deep frozen Christmas pudding.
What?
A deep frozen Christmas pudding. Being out of season, they're going for half price, you see. I'll nip out and buy one later.
Yes, I see. Well, too, Mildred's done it again.
Really?
Yeah, that report. She corrected yesterday's mistakes and put in a lot of new ones. Just look at this. Look at it, look. Many productions in civic theatres are financed by local rats.
Oh, dear. What's wrong with that?
Rates, too. Local rates.
Oh, yes.
She's even made mistakes in the accompanying letter to the Home Secretary. It starts, "Dead Sir." Look at this. Look how it ends.
Yours fitfully.
Now, look, Sir Gregory will be here any minute, demanding his copy.
Aha! Now then, you two.
Oh, Sir Gregory, yes, how nice to see you, sir. Are you well? You're looking very fit, sir, yes.
Now, where's the Arch Council report? I expected my copy yesterday.
There's been a slight typing error, sir.
Yes, I can see that from here.
Really?
On the cover, man, it says, "A report for the Homo Secretary."
Oh, glory. Yes, well, now, we'll sort that out, sir. Yes.
Yes, you'd better. Now, I want all that Arch Council stuff out of the way. I've another job for you.
Another job, sir?
Well, this is the General Assistance Department, isn't it? You're here to assist?
Quite so, sir, yes.
To assist any section that's overloaded. Well, the Department of the Environment needs help at once.
Oh, not smashed furniture in Downing Street again.
No, this is Big Ben. Renovation and repairs are to be carried out, and you two will make a preliminary survey.
Is Big Ben giving trouble, sir?
Indeed, with a hand showing 2, it's been striking 4.
Oh, could be useful. For people who didn't hear it the first time.
Nonsense there. Now, it's to have a major overhaul. Go down today and see the engineer in charge, Mr. McTicker.
Morning, Mr. Lennox Brown. Oh, Sir Gregory, I'm sorry I'm late. I overslept. Because I had an awful experience last night with my boyfriend.
Good gracious, Midrid, he didn't.
He did. And the tickets were 50 pence each.
Perhaps you should start again, Miss Muffin.
Bernard took me to this encounter group, you see, and it was all full of weird people carrying on really strange.
Well, what sort of thing do they do?
Well, they started asking personal questions. There was a sort of group leader. He asked if I made full use of my psyche.
And what did you say?
I said, no, I travel by bus. Then we all had to walk round the hall, touching each other's knees.
Touching each other's knees?
It was supposed to help us get to know each other. All I got was a ladder in me tights.
Oh, dear me.
Then come the worst bit. We were all told to take our clothes off.
No.
Yeah, something to do with shedding our intuitions. We're all going to take off our clothes and mingle without false modesty, the leader said. Mr. Seymour, his name was.
Did you take your clothes off, Mildred?
Hush, Coco. Bernard said, you've got to defy convention. So I undid the top 2 buttons of my cardi. But everyone else stripped off.
I think it's outrageous. A hall full of men and young ladies without a stitch on. Can you imagine it, Sir Gregory?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Disgraceful.
If you ask me, the whole thing should be looked at.
Yes, quite. We must talk further about this, Miss Muffin. Lennox Brown, Lamb, no need to detain you. Get across to Big Ben and see Mr. McTicker at once.
Very good, sir. Yes. Come along, too.
Right, you are, man. I can get Mrs. Bradley's present on the way.
And now then, Miss Muffin, if you'll give me the facts, I'll place them before the proper authorities. Admission is 50 pence, you say?
That's right, sir.
And people of all ages attend these encounter groups?
Oh, yeah. There were lots of 20-year-old girls there last night.
Shocking. Flaunting their bodies like that, exposing their firm, bronzed young limbs and whoosh.
Gregory. Whistling.
Yes. Yes. Well, trembling with rage. Yes, this sort of thing should be banned.
Perhaps you ought to sit down for a minute.
Yes, I must make a note of all this before I forget it. Now, when does this gathering take place?
Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 9 o'clock.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Where?
Oh, Westminster Hall.
Westminster Hall. Wait a minute. Wednesday? That's today.
Yes, and tonight's meeting will be even worse.
Worse?
Mr. Seymour said there'll be special privileges for new members who go on stage naked at the start to show they're fully committed to liberating their whatsits and that.
Good. Look, 9 o'clock, you said?
Yeah, that's right.
Miss Mervyn, you've done the right thing to bring all this to my attention. I propose to, take certain steps.
Good for you, Sir Gregory. If that's all, sir, I'm just going to pop down the washroom and tell the girls. They'll be ever so shocked.
Oh, yes, you carry on. Close the door as you go. I have to make a phone call.
Righty-ho, sir.
By Jove, it restores your faith in humanity. Oh, shedding inhibitions, mingling without false modesty. Oh, hello, Counts. Miss Rounce there, please. Go. If this doesn't do the trick, nothing will. Hello, Joanna. Yes, this is Greggy. Now, listen, my sweet. You know we've been a bit worried about your inhibitions. Huh? I've planned a little outing for us tonight.
Oh, dear me. I never realized Big Ben had so many stairs.
Yeah, architects were so stupid in those days. If they'd had any sense, they'd have built it nearer the ground.
That foreman had a real cheek, you know, asking us to bring up the counterweight. Weighs a ton.
How do you know? I'm the one who's carrying it.
Well, don't fuss, too. And don't make the veins on your forehead bulge like that. Can't be good for them.
But it isn't easy with Mrs. Bratby's pudding under my arm as well.
Oh, now, wait a minute. This must be the clock chamber. No sense in knocking. Apparently, Mr. McTicker's attracted to death.
Oh, it's the bells, I expect. Like that hunchback of Amsterdam, you know. He was deafened by the bells, you know. He was smutting deaf in the...
Ah, good morning. You're Mr. McTicker, the engineer in charge?
No. I'm Mr. McTicker, the engineer in charge.
The foreman asked us to bring up this counterweight.
Did you bring up the counterweight? The foreman should have asked you.
Here it is, Mr. McTicker. Shall I put it in position?
No. Just put the counterweight in position. Here, on yon lever, then I can get down.
My word, you mean all this time you've had to stand there holding that lever in place? No doubt there's a knack in it.
Aye, so would you be in my position. I've been standing here for 48 hours holding this lever in place.
I suppose you'll be wanting to go home and get some sleep.
No, I don't smoke. I'm away home to get some sleep.
Good riddance. Silly old fool.
What is that? How dare you?
Yes, well, I didn't think you'd hear.
I'm not deaf, you know. I heard you say Big Ben was wrong. Well, let me tell you, Big Ben is never wrong. Now that weight's in position, it's good for 100 years.
Oh, glory.
And the same to you.
We had a good look at Big Ben, Mildred, including all the working parts. Do you know there are thousands of them, though lots don't actually move.
Oh, I say, just like the staff at the ministry.
Yes, well, I hope you made good use of the afternoon.
Oh, yes, sir. I retyped the report and had it duplicated and dispatched.
Well done, Sir Gregory. We'll be pleased.
You off with it, idiots!
He doesn't look pleased.
You blundering buffoons!
You mean us, sir?
Well, of course I mean you. Your report finally staggered onto my desk this afternoon, and it's riddled with misprints.
Oh, dear.
Look at the opening paragraph. This report stems from questions in the House on the subject of public morality. The Home Secretary curtailed his reply, having already got through a large number of pints. But he promised that in the next obscenity debate he would be streaking again.
Yes, well, now, it is possible there has been a slight error there.
The Home Secretary is furious. He's beside himself.
What an ugly-looking pair.
Don't be quiet now. He's particularly affronted by the sentence about pints. He's teetotal, as you know.
Quite so, yes.
And to placate him, I'm going to have to take him down to my club for a few drinks.
Oh, yes. Well, we'll get the report retyped, sir. Yes, and you'll be glad to hear we're tackling Big Ben. The old clock's due for adjustment, and we have it all in hand.
You better have Lennox Brown, or your old clock will get some adjustment from my fist, you bungling nincompoop.
I'm ever so sorry, sir. If that new ribbon on my typewriter.
Well, how could a new ribbon cause spelling mistakes?
Well, it doesn't actually cause them, sir, but it makes them show up more.
It's only me.
Come in, Mr. Wilkins.
I just snipped in to offer you a couple of tickets for tonight's meeting of the Purity League.
The Purity League? Oh, yes, they're against the Permissive Society, aren't they?
That's right. I'm a member, remember. In fact, I'm Hon Sec of the Middle Blank branch.
Middle blank?
We're not allowed to mention sex in public. There's a rally at Westminster Hall at 7 o'clock this evening.
Blimey! And that horrible encounter group are in there at 9. Your lot ought to stay on and clean them up.
Well, we would, but we have to be home by 9 o'clock. Now, would you gentlemen like these tickets?
No, thank you, Mr. Wilkins. No, we've rather moved on from the anti-permissive stuff. We're now involved with Big Ben.
Yes, thanks all the same.
Oh, well, never mind. Perhaps you could offer them to the chap in the office next door.
But that's your office. You're the chap next door.
Am I? Oh, well, I don't want the tickets. I've already got two. Oh, I do get in a muddle sometimes. I'd better go and sort myself
Out?
Yes, just for a few moments in the fresh air.
Oh, well, it's been a full day, too. Success, disaster, the odd loony. I think I'll go home now.
Good idea. Mildred, if you'll just pass Mrs. Bradley's pudding, I'll do the same.
Oh, is it so pretty then? Can I have a look?
Well, you can just have a little peek inside the wrapping if you like.
Oh, where? It's not heavy.
Ah, well, it's full of goodness, you see. I saw the list of ingredients. Vitamins, fruit, iron.
Oh, there's iron, all right. It says here 100% iron. And what's it? Clanger & Co., counterweight manufacturer, Sheffield.
What?
Good grief, too. That's not your wretched deep-frozen Christmas pudding. That's the counterweight from Big Ben.
Oh, dear. Still, I suppose Mrs. Bradley could use it as a doorstop.
Well, never mind, Mrs. Bradley. The point is you must have left your infernal pudding balancing Big Ben's lever.
It hasn't done any harm. I can see Big Ben through the window and seems to be all right.
Well, it may be right now, but what happens when it thaws?
Oh, Big Ben?
No, you fool. No, the Christmas pudding, it'll lose weight. When the ice melts, it'll throw the mechanism haywire.
Really?
That chap said 1 ounce either way could alter the clock by minutes. The country would be in turmoil. Now, bring the counterweight, too, and let's get across to Big Ben at once.
Fancy having to climb these stairs twice in one day.
Ah, yes, well, it's your fault, isn't it? Let's just hope the clock chamber door isn't locked. Oh, no, we're all right. Ah, there it is, too. Your blasted pudding sitting on the lever. It's gone all soggy. Right, well, you pick it up while I put the counterweight in place.
Right. There, that's done. Now, what shall I do with my Christmas pudding?
Oh, glory. Give it to me.
Huh? No. Oh, I say, why did you throw it out of the window?
Because it's given us all this trouble.
But it might have hit someone.
Oh, don't fuss, too. Look, that wretched pudding did affect the works. Big Ben is 3 minutes slow.
We'd better regulate it, then. I know how to do that.
Get this right, too, and quick. If people see Big Ben slow, they'll find out you did a mischief with your pudding.
Oh, don't worry, I'll fix it. Now then, to move the clock forward, I turn the key to the left. Or is it to the right?
Careful, too. You've turned it too hard. Good grief, the hands move forward an hour. Here, give that thing to me.
Yeah, well, all right, don't snatch.
Yes, but let's just do this scientifically. Now, wait a minute. Now, you turn the key to the left. Right?
Right. Left. Or was it right? No, I'm wrong. It was left.
Very helpful, too. Never mind, I've got it. Now, it has to go this way.
Oh, that can't be right. Big Ben's now 2 hours fast.
Oh, glory, this is your fault. Now it'll have to go back.
You better let me do it. Here, give it the key.
No. Leave it. I'll do it. I'm the senior executive.
Do it.
Don't argue, too. Just stop tugging at the key or you'll... Oh, Lord. See? Look what you've done. The key's fallen down the works.
What can we do?
Well, there's only one thing to do, isn't there? Now, one of us will have to climb out onto the clock face and pull the hour hand down till it's right. So make sure you take your watch.
Me? Climb out there, miles over the pavement?
Well, it's perfectly simple, isn't it? I mean, just lean out of this little window. I'll hold your ankles, and you can hook the hour hand with your umbrella as it passes.
But I can't. I get dizzy.
Oh, don't be so absurd. Dizzy, indeed. Where would Lord Kitchener have been, or John Curry, if they'd said they got dizzy? Look, now, come on. I've opened the window for you.
No, all right. Don't push.
Yes, well, come on. Now, go on. Out you go. That's it. Go on. Steady now. Steady.
I can't lead out any farther than this.
Yes, well, don't worry. I've got a firm grip on your feet.
I've just managed to hook the minute hand with my umbrella.
Well done.
Yes, I should be able to... Ah! Help!
What's happened? Where are you?
The minute hand jerks forward.
Yes, well, you left me looking pretty foolish, haven't you, standing here holding your shoes? While you're out there larking about, dangling from the hand by your umbrella? Oh, stop fussing, too, for goodness sake. I suppose I'll have to come out and sort this thing out. Oh, hang on a minute.
That's just what I am hanging on to.
Oh, good Lord. I don't know. Why must I always do everything? Handing me new bowler hat in the wind.
Help!
All right, Tool, all right. I've managed to get on the hour hand. Now, quick. As the minute hand passes, grab hold of my wrist.
Do what, Mum?
Oh, Lord. Grab hold of my wrist. Quick, while you're close.
Missed it.
Oh, hard luck, Tool. Never mind. Stay on that hand. You'll be round again in 59 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Purity League, it's almost 7, and I think we should start our meeting. Our guest speaker should be with us shortly. I haven't met him, but I understand he's extremely gifted, like myself. I'll hand you over to Miss Goodbody while I wait in the wings to meet him. Miss Goodbody, perhaps you'd favour our friends here with a few words.
Ah, here's the Westminster Hall, Joanna. I thought we'd get here early so we can find a bar and have a few drinks. Make a start on losing those inhibitions, what?
Well, now, you won't give me tiddly, will you? Mummy said I shouldn't drink with strange men.
Oh, nothing strange about me, my dear. I'm exceptionally normal. That's why I welcome meeting this encounter group, a chance to shuffle off worldly cares and return to the natural joys.
I say, have we got time for drinks? You said the encounter group's at 9.
That's right, and now it's just 7:05.
Well, Big Ben says 9:05.
Good Lord, so it does. My watch must be wrong.
Well, unless Big Ben's wrong.
Oh, Big Ben's never wrong. My staff checked it only today. Oh, dear me. The meeting will have started. Quick, we'll go straight in.
But that's the stage door.
Oh, never mind. Let's get in there. We don't know what we're missing.
Ah, you're here. Come on in. We haven't time to talk. Everyone's waiting.
We're so sorry. We mistook the time.
Just throw off your things and come through this curtain onto the stage. I'll go and announce you.
What are you doing, Sir Gregory?
We're taking off the clothes, of course. Didn't I mention that's what they do at these encounter groups?
No, you didn't.
Well, you heard that chap say, throw off your things. This is how we shed our inhibitions, my dear. Mingle without false modesty. There we are.
Sir Gregory, aren't you cold?
Of course I'm not cold, nor am I ashamed of my nakedness. When I go through that curtain, it will be one small step for man, but a giant step for mankind. You see what I mean? Oh, by Jove, yes. Follow me, my dear. This way.
Thank you, Miss Goodbody. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the Purity League, our guest speaker is here now. A man who, I believe, can show us a lot. I know when you see him, you'll want to give him a big hand. Here he comes now.
Here I am, everyone. I'm liberated. I'm liberated. I'm free.
And now the rest of the news. There are amazing scenes at a Purity League rally in Westminster Hall this evening. The meeting broke up in confusion when a stout, middle-aged man came on stage naked and berated the audience for having their clothes on. The League secretary, Miss Amelia Goodbody, said she'd never seen such cheek. and officials who chased the man round the stage eventually held him by the backdrop. He was led away shouting, "Why can't I touch their knees?" It's thought this outrage may be connected with an incident this afternoon near the House of Commons when the Prime Minister was hit in the face by a Christmas pudding. This had clearly come down on him from a great height. And news is just coming in that two men are sitting on the hands of Big Ben, shouting and waving their arms about. It's believed these events may be demonstrations by extremists from the Home Rule for Whitehall movement.
You were both on the clock face all night?
Not quite, Mildred. We were able to climb in the window when the hands reached 4:15.
So you didn't get any sleep?
Not really, no. Mr. Lamb nearly dropped off once or twice.
And are you in disgrace?
Not yet. The authorities accepted we were trying to mend the clock.
But we're afraid Sir Gregory will turn pretty ugly when he hears.
I think he'll turn very ugly. He's pretty ugly already.
Oh, you needn't worry about Sir Gregory. Not after what he did last night.
What?
Well, he pranced into Westminster Hall wearing nothing but a big smile and a pair of plum-coloured suspenders.
Yes, that's...
You mean he was the silly old goat they were on about on the news?
Well, I was the only one there who recognised him, you see. I'll bet he thinks no one knows it was him.
Now then, you two, this time you've gone too far. Do you hear me?
Now. Please. I mean, we all make mistakes. Don't we, Sir Nudity? Sir Gregory.
What?
I hope you didn't catch cold last night, sir, at the Westminster Hall, sir.
No, just a minute. I wasn't, I didn't. That was all a misunderstanding.
Of course, sir. Yes, of course. Easily done, as I've just said, sir.
I'm not even sure it was you, sir. It might have been another old goat.
Quite. Yes. Anyway, who wants to talk about last night? The main thing is to help each other in the future, what?
Absolutely, sir.
Yes. Well, let's pop along to my office and have a small breath.
Oh, dear. Perhaps you did catch cold, Sir Gregory. We'd better make it a large brandy.
Yes, of course, my dear fellow. I'd like to...
Clocking on as the men from the ministry were Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Also featured were Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley and John Graham. The programme was written by Edward Taylor and John Graham and produced by Edward Taylor. Time to meet the men from the ministry. We're about to walk the Whitehall Way with Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, John Graham, Hilary Pritchard, and the men from the ministry, Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Ministry men don't know the meaning of the word idleness, and indeed they're baffled by many other long words as well. In the General Assistance Department, Lennox, Brown and Lamb are always on their toes.
You know, I quite enjoy helping the Social Security people. They certainly produce some marvellous forms.
Yes, they really know how to confuse the public. Look at this one here, look. Write your full name and address unless deceased.
Here's one. If dead, give date and cause of death.
List all members of your family broken down by age and sex. There's genius there, you know.
Oh, yes.
And you know, too, some of the replies are almost as good.
I'm not sure what to do with this one. The woman says, I have covered my card with stamps. Should I do the same with my children?
Well, tell her there's no need, as long as she's on the card with her husband underneath.
And what about this lady's query? Our social welfare officer has been visiting me for years, and I now have several children and one on the way. What are you going to do about it?
Thank her for the details of her family, but tell her she'd better send them to her local office in a large envelope.
Ah, here's Mildred.
Raise a cheer, coffee's here.
Coffee this morning, eh?
Now look, you better drink it up quick. I just saw the permanent undersecretary in the passage.
Oh, Sir Gregory's in early today?
No, sir, he's only just come in for yesterday. Any minute now, he'll charge in here and say...
Now then, Lennox Brown.
Oh, my word, Mildred, what a marvellous impression. We'll be having you on New Faces.
It's a pity we can't have new faces on you two.
Oh, hello, Sir Gregory.
I thought I told you to cut down tea breaks.
We have, sir. This is coffee.
No, be quiet, all of you, and listen.
Yes.
Now, there's an urgent job to be done. Now, I needn't tell you what Britain's biggest asset is, the great discovery that's going to put this country back on the map.
Michael Parkinson, sir?
No, man.
No.
Oil.
Oh.
North Sea oil.
Oh, yes, I saw something about that in the papers.
Well, you are to go out to a North Sea oil rig on vital government business.
I say.
An oil rig? In the North Sea, sir? Oh, any particular one?
Well, of course a particular one. They all have names. There's the Penelope rig, the Veronica. You will be landing on Diana rig.
That will be exciting.
Now, your mission is so urgent and top secret that all details have been placed in this sealed envelope to be opened when you arrive on the rig and not before.
And not before we understand. Yes.
When this special assignment has been carried out, you'll make a routine inspection of the rig on behalf of Her Majesty's government.
Very well, sir, yes.
Oh, I'd better take Miss Murphy with you to take notes.
Oh, I've never been that far out on the water before.
Don't worry, Mr. Lennox Brown and I have been at sea many times.
You can say that again.
Mr. Lennox Brown and I have been...
Oh, be quiet, man. Now, you leave tomorrow taking the train to Aberdeen. From there, you fly to the oil rig by helicopter.
Oh, my word, yes. It should be rather pleasant, sir. Rather pleasant. I believe the North Sea can be beautiful in summer.
Yes. I'll be up there myself, as it happens.
I'm quite looking forward to it. Oh, you mean you're coming with us, Sir Gregory?
Certainly not.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm quite looking forward to it, sir, yes.
I shall be in Scottish waters with my new yacht, Gay Marauder, doing sea trials and so on.
Then we might run into you up there, Sir Gregory. We might be passing your yacht.
Well, if you are, Lamb, please feel free to keep on passing.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, the Marauder's a magnificent vessel and not to be messed up by casual visitors. Cost me £100,000.
By Jove, sir. 6 months' salary gone just like that.
Yeah, that was when I placed the order. She's now insured for 10,000 more. At least she will be when I've posted this form with my cheque.
Very wise, sir.
Oh, anyone got a stamp?
I'm buying some at lunchtime, Sir Gregory.
Ah, then perhaps you'd take this and post it for me. Now, we don't want any slip-ups on this oil rig job. It's the key to Britain's future.
Mean old devil. He pays 100,000 for a yacht, and I have to pay 6.5p to post his insurance.
Cheap for the price, too. For a moment there, he almost smiled.
Well, that's because of his yacht trip, sir. He's looking forward to some sunshine.
Do you think he'll get a bit?
Oh, I'm sure he will. He's taken Daphne Bentwater from the typing pool.
Sea trials, indeed. I hope he's found guilty.
Well, never mind all that now. We should be thinking about our trip.
I've never been in a helicopter before. What's it like?
A helicopter? Well, it's like an egg whisk designed by a committee. Now, come on. There's no need to be nervous. Do open your eyes and enjoy the scenery.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing, Mr. Lamb. The North Sea's lovely and calm. Calm as a millstone.
Pond, Mildred.
Oh, sorry. The North Pond's as calm as a millstone. Now, don't keep your eyes shut, Mr. Lamb. You're missing it all.
Oh, all right. Ah, look, quick, tell the pilot.
Well, what's the matter?
The wings have dropped off.
Don't be daft. Helicopters don't have wings.
Oh, don't try to humour me. If a helicopter doesn't have wings, what keeps it up in the air?
Oh, well, it's perfectly simple, too. I mean, it's forced up by gravity.
Oh.
The thingamabob on the whatnot causes the square on the doodah is equal to the how's your father? Look, I'm afraid this is all rather too technical for you two, you see. Ah, here comes the pilot. Hello, Captain.
Pilot, if he's come to talk to us, who's driving the helicopter?
Don't worry, laddie. We've got an automatic pilot.
Really?
Aye, we've all been automated.
I thought you were standing awkwardly.
We don't need any of your clever English satire here. I'll just collect your tickets, if you please.
Tickets? But we're on urgent government business. We don't have tickets.
Well, in that case, I must ask you to leave. The door's just on your left.
Leave? But we're flying over the North Sea.
Aye, and you've no tickets.
Oh, very well. There you are. Here's a ministry check.
By the way, I thought I should warn you. You ken the lassie here will no be able to land on the rig.
Aye?
No women are allowed on North Sea oil rigs.
Oh, good Lord. Yes, come to think of it, I read that summer. Dear me, dear me. What are we going to do?
Well, of course, no one need know the lassie's a lassie.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, you could disguise her in that old flying suit and helmet of mine, for instance.
What a good idea.
A very kind thought, Captain McTavish.
Not at all, not at all. You can hire the lot for £50.
Oh, glory. Well, it seems we have no option. Lucky it's only public money.
Aye, well, we're coming into the oil rig now. You'll want to see the top man there, Mr. Hoover.
Mr. Hoover?
Mr. Hoover. He's Canadian, but very fond of Scotland. At the hotel in Aberdeen, they keep him a tartan room.
A tartan room?
Aye, and after a month on the rig, he's glad of both. Fasten your belts, then. I'm taking her down.
He's an odd chap, too. Seems to be a bit on edge.
Well, helicopters must be worrying for a man in a kilt.
Hi there, gentlemen, and welcome aboard Diana Rig.
Ah, you must be Mr. Hoover?
That's me, Dan Hoover from Vancouver.
I'm Lennox Brown from London Town. And this is my junior colleague here, Sir Mr. Lamb, standing there.
How do you do, Mr. Hoover? And this is our secretary, Mr. Murphin.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure.
Well, come into my office, gentlemen.
Yes, well, thank you very much.
I was alerted that you were on your way here. Now, what exactly is the purpose of your visit? It must be something vital to us all, know what I mean?
Well, indeed, Mr. Hoover, yes. Now, if you'll just let me have the sealed orders, will you?
Right, here you are, one.
Thank you very much, that's the idea. Now, after I've studied these, I can put you fully in the picture.
Oh, sealed orders. I guess you move in pretty high circles.
Well, our boss says we move in ever-diminishing ones. Whatever that means. What about you, Mr. Hoover? You're actually getting oil from the seabed?
Yes, sir. We're already bringing up 50,000 barrels a day.
Amazing. I wonder how it gets in the barrels in the first place.
How's that again?
Why, Joe, I've read the sealed orders and the matter's graver than I thought. Mr. Hoover, you have an employee here by the name of O'Leary, Patrick Seamus O'Leary.
O'Leary. Seamus O'Leary?
Probably Welsh. Our visit concerns this man.
Oh, I see. And it's a serious matter?
Extremely serious. It's come to the notice of the Department of Health and Social Security that in 1972, this man O'Leary affixed national insurance stamps to his card in an upside-down manner.
Oh, gracious.
Well, go on. What else?
What else? Isn't that enough?
It's an appalling and flagrant breach of regulations, and one up with which we cannot put. Oh, my word, no.
O'Leary should be ashamed of himself.
You're wasting my time. You're wasting my men's time. We are too busy here working 18 hours a day to bother about government red tape. Know what I mean?
There's no need to adopt that attitude of tone, Mr. Hoover.
Certainly not. We work hard in Whitehall, you know. Oh, my word, yes.
Quite right. I worked 18 hours in 1976.
18 hours a day?
No, I worked 18 hours in 1976.
You guys have got no idea. My men face danger every hour of the day.
Well, our job's dangerous, too. Only last month I trapped my finger in a paperclip.
And our colleague, Mr. Wilkins, has just had 2 weeks sick leave.
Indeed.
He drank his tea with a spoon in the cup and poked himself in the eye.
You'll sure be in danger around this rig, because if you don't get out of here quick, I'm going to go bear sick. Know what I mean?
We shall not leave, Mr. Hoover, until we've made a thorough inspection of the whole area.
But you're kidding. I'm not having you gooks prowling around my rig.
If we report you failed to cooperate, Mr. Ben may come here in person.
Oh, say, you guys pull some pretty ugly threats. Okay, you better see round. Let's get it over with. Well, that's it. You've seen everywhere.
Yes, we have, Mr. Hoover, and we have certain points to make. Firstly, under the Factories Act of 1946, this oil rig is classed as an industrial area or workshop. And in accordance with Para 272...
Subsection B4, Amendment 4B...
you should have a chimney stack 80 feet high.
A chimney on an oil rig?
And in accordance with safety regulations, there should be at least 4 ladders reaching to the ground. I quote the relevant form, IMABF.
I am one too.
Ladders to the ground? The ground is way below the surface of the sea, you know what I mean?
And what about safety arrangements, in case someone fell into the sea?
We have an emergency life raft. You can see it down there, moored to the base of the rig. It has iron rations, life belts, even flares, in case the guy's not rescued at once.
Well, we better go down and examine it, too.
Look, you're wasting my time. I have work to do. Know what I mean?
We needn't detain you, Mr. Hoover. We'll go down there on our own.
Okay, but remember, the helicopter collects you in half an hour. I sure wouldn't want you to miss it. If I never see you again, it'll be too soon.
Oh, what a rude man. Come on, let's go down to the raft.
Blimey, not so big raft, is it? There's just room for the 3 of us if I cling to the mast with one hand and Mr. Lamb's leg with the other.
Now, you check the mooring rope, too, will you? Make sure it's knotted in triplicate.
Yeah, right you are, man.
Oh, dear me, this number's not very clear.
Is that important, sir?
Well, of course it's important, yes. I told the air sea rescue man in Aberdeen yesterday. All safety craft must be clearly numbered.
Is that why you had them bring their boats to shore?
Yes, I gave strict orders to the naval people. They must all have numbers painted on their bottoms.
Here's the mooring rope one. It seems in order.
Good.
Yeah, Mr. Lamb. Look what you've been and gone and done. You've untied it.
Oh, good grief, too. We're drifting away from the rig.
Oh, well, we all make mistakes. I thought you'd like to inspect it.
The current's carrying us away. We'll have to shout for help from the rig now. After me. Now, 1, 2, 3.
Help!
Help!
Oh, it's no good. We're too far off already.
Well, this wretched car's like a mill race.
The oil rig people are so careless. I only untied the rope for a couple of seconds, and the rig drifted away.
We're lost in the North Seas. We're macarooned.
That'll do, Mildred. There's no sense in panicking. We'll stop it. We'll soon be picked up. There are plenty of boats in these waters.
Well, now, Daphne, my little peach blossom, what do you think of it, eh? Magnificent, isn't it?
Why did you moor right out here, Bunny? There's nothing to look at but sea.
Ah, quite right, my dear. The sea, the sky, nothing to do but lie here sunning ourselves. Do you know what I like most about you, Daphne?
My hair?
No.
My figure?
No.
My charisma?
No. Come on, what do I like about you best?
I give in.
That's it.
Bunny, stop it. Now I know what they mean by all hands on deck.
Oh, come along, my saucy little sailor girl. I don't want to have you clapped in irons.
Oh, that's funny, Bunny.
Not at all, my dear. It's nature's way, you see that.
There's a raft out there, drifting towards us, with people on it.
No, take no notice. They're probably just being shipwrecked.
2 of them are wearing bowler hats, and one's paddling with an umbrella. I see. He's just like that nice Mr. Lamb at the ministry.
What?
Well, see for yourself.
Good grief. Is this a hideous dream? No, it can't be.
It mustn't be.
It is. Lennox Brown and Lamb.
And Mildred Martin. Shall I signal to them to come aboard?
No, I expect they're just having a day out. Mustn't spoil the fun. Ignore them.
I don't think we can. The current's rushing them towards us. So it's no use hiding down there, Bunny. I think they're going to bump into us.
Good Lord, it's Sir Gregory. We said we might run into him.
I would, so it is. Hello, Sir Gregory. Glad to see you, sir. How's Lady Pritchard?
Oh, you half-witted, clumsy idiots! You bashed my bulwarks! This yacht is brand new, and you made a nasty gash in the paint. If I could get down there, I'd strangle you. Now, clear off. Get lost.
But, Sir Gregory, we are lost.
We're adrift at sea, you see.
Well, I don't care. You're not far from land. Less than 80 miles, I'd say.
But in which direction, sir?
Oh, follow the sun, man, or the pole star. Don't bother me with stupid questions. Be off with you. I'm trying to enjoy some privacy.
Bunny, quick, come down to the cabin.
Oh, you provocative little minx. I'll be with you in a moment, my dear, but let's get rid of these people first.
No, Bunny, there's water in the cabin. It was up to my ankles.
Up to your ankles?
Yes, and I was standing on the bunk.
Good grief! They've holed the ship. We're sinking. The water's pouring in. Look.
Hadn't we better get on their raft?
The raft, yes, it's our only hope. Abandon ship, women and children first.
Wait for me, Bunny.
Help! Come back, Wilfrid Hyde. We're sinking. Come back. Help! I'm drowning! Save me!
I'm doing my best, but I can't hold you up much longer, Bunny. Why don't you do the breaststroke?
Not now, Daphne.
What's wrong with that sort of thing? Hold on, Sir Gregory. We'll rescue you. Now grab hold of my brolly and I'll haul you aboard the raft.
I'll give you a hand, Miss Bentwater. Lucky you're wearing those water wings. Oh, sorry.
All right, yes, that'll do. Lamb, I do not need the kiss of life.
Welcome aboard, Sir Gregory. Lucky we were passing this way, sir.
Yes, if we hadn't come along, where would you have been?
If you hadn't come along, we'd still be on the deck of my yacht, you blundering lunatics. I could murder you.
That's enough of that. I won't have threats aboard my vessel.
What do you mean, your vessel? I'm the senior man.
In Whitehall, yes. Not here. You have chosen to come aboard my craft.
Oh.
Yes.
There's not much room, is there? This raft's only meant to hold 3.
As captain, I'm working on the solution to that, Mildred. Now, chins up, everyone, and we'll soon be picked up. They'll have missed us on the oil rig by now.
Mr. Hoover, sir, can I be after having a word with you? I'm O'Leary, sir.
Yes, O'Leary, what is it?
It's the helicopter, sir. Only it isn't, 'cause it's left. Without taking them civil servants that was here.
What? Well, why didn't it take them?
Well, there was nowhere to be seen. Captain McTavish and me looked everywhere for them, and suddenly there they were.
Where?
Gone. They must have been after falling into the sea, sir.
Fallen into the sea, eh?
We'd best be after alerting the RC rescue.
Yes, I guess so. Well, I'm seeing them next month. I'll try and remember to mention it then.
Do you think we will be picked up, sir?
Of course, Mildred. It's just a matter of time.
But it's been 2 days already. And Mildred and I are freezing.
You can't blame me. That was Sir Gregory's idea.
But will passing ships notice our underwear flying from the mast? And I am worried about Mr. Lamb. I knew this raft's too small for 5, but it seems awful, making him swim along behind.
Oh, I think he quite enjoys it, you know. You all right, too? Oh, his diction's awfully sloppy these days. I might have Sir Gregory swap with him when he wakes up.
If he wakes up, I've never seen anyone sleep so heavy.
Well, you know Sir Gregory always sleeps after a big meal.
Well, you shouldn't have let him eat that life belt. We might have needed it.
Now, let's have no more grumbling, please. What we need is a sing-song. Sing-song, see, to cheer us up.
A sing-song?
Yes, well, like people did in the Blitz. And besides, the air sea rescue people might hear. They're sure to be out looking for us by now.
Oh, would you, Adam and Eve it?
Are we ready? We're riding along on the crest of the wave, and the sun is in the sky.
How are things in air sea rescue?
Oh,
So. Had a wee bit of bother last month from some ministry men.
Say, that reminds me, so did I. A bunch of pinstriped pansies messing around my rig. Must be 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Aye, could be the same.
Funny thing is, they disappeared, vanished. Now, my guess is they fell in the sea.
Aye, they look quite capable of that.
Reckon you should organize a search?
I can't do that, laddie. They had all my crap brought to shore for renumbering in triplicate, so I've no boats available.
Yeah, well, it was just a thought.
Besides, it's a bad time for a search. There's a big storm blowing up. Worst ever, the forecast said. Aye, God help sailors on a night like this.
At last, a calm sea to write my log. The 4 days of storm have tested us beyond endurance. The women clung to the mast, Sir Gregory clung to the women, and I clung to Sir Gregory. We were unable to send up flares since Mr. Lamb had eaten them. As I write, dawn is breaking, and so is Sir Gregory. His hollow cheeks and staring eyes recall the ancient mariner.
We're doomed! Doomed, I tell you! I've seen the albatross. There it is! The dreaded albatross!
That's not an albatross, Sir Gregory. It's a rather fat seagull.
Seagull? Do you see what that means, too?
We should take cover?
No. It means that we're close to land.
Oh, you're right. I can see land on the horizon. Land ho!
Attention, everyone. We've crossed the North Sea. Now, by my calculations, that's the German coast. Somewhere near Hamburg.
Yes. I'll have one with cheese and onions.
Oh.
Yes.
Hamburg, Sir Gregory, not hamburger.
Now, smarten yourselves up, everyone. We'll soon be washed ashore. And even after 6 weeks at sea, we are ambassadors for our country.
The albatross. I'll kill the albatross. I'll get the bird. The albatross.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Dry land at last.
The albatross.
I say, there's a peasant walking along the beach. We can ask for help.
Yes, well, now, you just leave this to me, Tom. I'm rather good at German. Or Deutsch, as they call it over here.
Oh, he's seen us, Mr. Lennox Brown. He's coming over.
Yes, anyone, yes. Achtung, my good man, Donner and Blitzen. May we have ein Word mit zu auf Wiedersehen?
What are you on about, mate? Any more lip and I'll fetch you a knuckle sandwich.
And now the rest of the news. There was excitement at Southend today when 3 bearded men and 2 girls came ashore from a small raft after several weeks at sea. One of the men, who was wild-eyed and staring, seemed to be shouting that his name was Albert Ross. He had a seagull perched on his head. The group were quickly arrested as illegal immigrants, but their identities were established later after treatment for the removal of seaweed and barnacles. It was then thought that they'd been shipwrecked, but a civil service spokesman said they'd been conducting important government research. It had been an experiment to establish that the first Scots came south to London by boat. Following the recent increase in British rail fares, it's thought many Scots will now resume this mode of transport.
Have you found a publisher for your book yet,
Well, there are several interested, as you'd expect. Yes, I'm calling it From Rockhall to Whitehall Without a Paddle.
It was a brilliant idea, saying it was all research.
Well, one has to improvise, you know. But I wonder how Sir Gregory will react when they release him from the asylum. He may feel rather peeved, you know.
Yes, I hear he's back today, sir. We better watch out.
Now then, all of you.
You're not going to be cross, are you, Sir Gregory?
No, lad. No, I was furious at first, but that month in a darkened room has purged my anger. Our sufferings together have forged a common bond, links which cannot be pulled asunder.
Very generous, sir. Yes.
Well, there's no sense in raking up the past, no need to tell people you ran into me with Miss Bentwater.
Of course not, sir, no.
But we are sorry about sinking your lovely new yacht.
Well, I'll buy an even better one with the insurance money. I valued her a little over the odds, you know. I'm sure the insurance will be all right.
Oh, the insurance will be all right, Sir Gregory. I've still got the envelope safe in my pocket.
What? You didn't post it?
No, I kept forgetting, but I'm going to post it today.
I'm not insured. I've lost £100,000. I'll murder you.
Mr. Gregory, you said our links could never be pulled asunder.
I'll pull you asunder and you let us down. I'll have you...
All at sea as the men from the ministry were Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Also featured were Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, John Graham and Hilary Pritchard. The programme was written by Edward Taylor and John Graham and produced by Edward Taylor.